The Army embraces its commitment to promote diversity, foster inclusivity, and demonstrate respect for each individual. All members of the Army family are encouraged to commemorate the Dr. King Jr. federal holiday by participating in community service activities. Not a day off, but a day on.
I honor Martin Luther King's memory by educating myself and trying my best to honor his legacy either by inspiring people or helping them. As he said, if I can help somebody as I'm passing on or cure somebody with a love song, if I can show somebody that he's traveling wrong, then my life will not be in vain. And I feel like that's a really important motto to follow. And I feel that we as a society should continue to encourage and celebrate his achievements, not just on one singular day, but every day.
Bad facts. Dr. King was arrested numerous times for his participation in civil rights activities and was assassinated in 1968.
Dear Martin Luther King Jr., I think that you are a big inspiration to a lot of people because you thought that no one should be treated differently because of the color of their skin. I believe that we should all be treated the same. I think we should still try to do what you wanted the world to be like.
And so even though we face the difficulties of today and tomorrow, I still have a dream. It is a dream deeply rooted in the American dream. Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. delivered August 28, 1963 at the Lincoln Memorial, Washington, D.C. Bad facts. If Martin Luther King Jr. hadn't been killed, he would have been 93 years old.
Dear Martin Luther King Jr., I'm writing this letter to you about how I'm carrying on your legacy. One thing that I'm doing to carry on your legacy is not resorting to violence. I'm doing this by not hitting or punching anyone when they are annoying or being mean to me. Another way I'm carrying on your legacy is being nice to others when they're mean to me. I'm not mean back and only nice back. Another way I'm carrying on your legacy is by caring about people being treated wrong around the world instead of just my community. Thank you.
Bad facts. Between 1957 and 1968, Martin Luther King Jr. spoke over 2,500 times.
I am honoring Martin Luther King Jr.'s legacy in my life by treating others with kindness. Martin Luther King Jr. believed we should all be treated peacefully and fairly. I would never treat anyone different because of the color of their skin because it just doesn't make any sense to do that. I treat others with kindness when I play with everyone, no matter who they are. I want to make sure no one feels left out, so I invite everyone to hang out and play. When I talk to others, I make sure to use kind words so they don't think I'm trying to say something mean.
Bad facts. When Martin Luther King Jr. was born, January 15, 1929, his name was Michael. It's the name originally on his birth certificate. His father decided to change his name and his son's from Michael to Martin Luther after the German Protestant leader Martin Luther, who died on February 18, 1546, according to Martin Luther King Jr.
Dear Martin Luther King Jr., I'm really inspired by your work. You risked going to jail with what you have done. I literally didn't know why white people almost stopped you from doing what's right, and they thought we black people were the problem.
You and Rosa Parks are a great example of individuality. Just for that, I'm going to continue your work. I'll solve problems peacefully. I will bring happiness to black and white people. You are an amazing person. Everyone thinks so. Thank you for your kindness. Life's most persistent and urgent question is, what are you doing for others?
Dear Martin Luther King Jr., you have inspired not only me and others with your words swaying in our ears. With your powerful words and inspiring voice, you have encouraged the world to respect one as a whole. You will always be a legacy. If it wasn't for you, we may still live in a world of hate and discrimination, a world with injustice and inequality everywhere. However, as you stood in front of millions to deliver words so precisely, you made us realize the truth. We are all flesh, muscle, and bone. We all live a life. We all have feelings. That we should never separate just because we look different. Thanks to you, we all stand hand in hand and conquer the hard times together and celebrate the wonders in life as a whole. With your words, you have brought us together. No longer are we separated. Everyone is equal, which has been shown over the past year with our whole COVID pandemic. You showed history and led it on to the correct path to equality. No one is excluded or hurt. Everyone is free. More jobs open for those who could only work together sometimes. We can sit together and work together for a better community. We can live in a life not lived before because of you. Less hate and more love was caused by you. As you once said, I have a dream, and that dream has and is being worked on and is becoming truer every day. Thank you. You will never be forgotten.
Bad facts.
Dear Martin Luther King Jr., if I could ask you one question today, I would ask where you found your strength and courage to stand up to racism. If I knew, I would look in the same spot. I thank you for standing up for what's right, even when you could have stayed under the cloud of safety. You did that all for our future. If you weren't there to take a stand, I wish I could say I would take a stand for you, but that would be very hard. I believe it's very important to befriend people of opposite races because we all have different talents, experiences, and positive points of view. Without you, I wouldn't know half the people with beautifully unique talents that I do. Now, I strive to make sure that people are treated equally, at school and in my community. Because honestly, we're all the same on the inside. But the time is always right to do the right thing.
Dear Martin Luther King Jr., you have inspired me and others to continue your life with your dream of equality. You and your powerful voice were heard in life, and your dream came true. To continue living your dream, I've accepted people who are different from me. I get to know those people better, and soon enough, I have more and more friends every day. I volunteer for many things to help others in the community, and I try my best to make others happy when they are feeling down. And we all do our best to make you proud. Thank you.
And finally, I want to say to you that we have some great struggles ahead, all over the nation. But as we struggle, let us have the courage to be nonviolent. You see, it doesn't take that much courage to be violent.